Aloha, Rich Alverson here. This is ICS321, and today is July 28th. We have about 2.5 weeks left in the semester, and I want to make sure that I get you through doing all the assignments, all of the stuff that you have to do to get all the big points, get all the points. So let me share my screen. And so today, I think I'd like to go over, I have not gone over the first two parts of the last assignment. So if we look at the last, I'm talking about campus cuisine, stored procedure, and APIs. Now we've done 2 of the APIs, but we haven't done the stored procedure part, and it actually is probably the hardest assignment in this whole, of all the assignments. Basically, I give you a bunch of code for a stored procedure. So first you should understand what the stored procedure is supposed to do. And then I give you a bunch of code, and there's a bunch of blank things here. And this time I do not give you any sort of thing down at the bottom where I give you it's a fill in the blank thing, or, like I did in assignment. This is similar to assignment 5, where it's the same stored procedure type assignment, but in this assignment, I actually give you statements down here that you fill in up here. Okay, so it's easier. Anyway, so let's start with this, and I think I've got a Joe Schmo JS without, oh yeah, this one, Joe Schmo. And if I look at the C panel, Joe Schmo, hold on. Oh, let's see what this does. No, all right. Watch this. This is my secret back end and list accounts. And I'm going to find Joe Schmo, JSHMOE without the C. And I'm going to click here, and I want to change the password to, what's the date today? July 20. I'm going to change this password to July 28, 2021. Yeah, okay. Very good. No thanks, not now. Now I'll go July 28, 2021. Hey. All right. Now inside Joe Schmo, I've got PHPMyAdmin, and I have a database in here. Oh, in fact, I will use Campus, right? We're doing Campus Cuisine. And so we've got a database, and what I'm supposed to do is to add, so we're going to create a stored procedure. And then after that, we'll do some REST APIs. We'll do the rest, maybe we'll do the REST API next time, but this is just a REST API that exercises your stored procedure. And okay, so the stored procedure is gonna be called add place, and you're gonna, as input, you're gonna do a campus and a cuisine and a place, and it can return an error message, an error code and a message. So that's what it's going to return. And And the first three parameters are inputs and the last two are outputs. Use of transaction and the primary keys of the table to reject entries that would violate constraints. Okay, so this is what it's going to be. If the campus is in campuses and the cuisine is in cuisines, then if the place is not in place cuisines, it is added. The cuisine field can be empty if the place is already in place cuisines. So it's possible that, you know, you have Himalayan kitchen in there for the favorite Nepalese place for KCC, and then you know, UHM, you know, decides, oh, our favorite Himalayan Nepalese place is Himalayan kitchen also. So in that case, a Himalayan kitchen would already be in there as place cuisines, but you could use this thing to add UHM and Himalayan kitchen, and you wouldn't have to put the cuisine. I think that's what this is saying. Okay. And finally, the campus and place are added to campus places. Okay, so that's all this does. The campus already has to be in there, no. Let's see, the campus has to be in there as a valid campus. The cuisine has to be in there as a valid cuisine, but the place does not have to be in there. It could be a brand new place that has not been in there anymore. All right, so this is the store procedure. And so here we're going to declare these are input variables and these are output variables. And we're going to declare some internal working variables here, which is a good idea. It's a good idea to do it this way instead of the other way. So I'm going to call it these same variables here with a 2 after it, just to keep them separate. And then there's a variable called valid, and then this is an exception handler, which happens if there's an exception, and you can throw an exception here, but an exception can also happen if you're doing some SQL operation that's invalid, like maybe you're trying to insert a record in and change using a primary key that's already there or something like that. So when there is an exception, this thing executes, and it takes whatever the MSG variable is. Is this right? Is it this one? Yeah, and whatever it was, it appends this, concatenates onto that, which says it rolls back. This is where the rollback is called or initiated. So we start out setting the error flag equal to 0, and then we test what valid is. Valid must be I wonder what we're testing for validity. Okay, so that the campus that's coming in is in the campuses table. All right. I've said enough. Let's get started. Let's just copy. I'm going to copy all this down to here. Copy, and then I'm going to go over to my Joe Schmo, and I'm going to be on Joe Schmo campus, and I'm going to click on routines, and I'm going to add a routine, and I'm going to call it capital add place. And right down here, I'm just going to do a paste-a-roo. I'm going to first do this. Click paste. All right. Now I'm sure this is not going to work. I'm going to click go and see what happens. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, so it's a procedure, and there's an input variable called campus1, campus1, and it's a varchar. I'm looking right at this right here. Okay, can we see that? Is this so better? I guess. Ooh, it's not good. Is there a? I got it. All right, so I'm looking at that. Campus1 is a varchar 10, and I'm going to add another parameter, and this one's going to be cuisine1, a varchar 25, p25, and the next one is going to be place1, varchar 50. Copy this. Place1, varchar 50. It's the name of the place. And then I'm going to add a parameter, and I'm going to have an output parameter called I don't know, error. I can do that? Error. And that's going to be just an integer. And there's going to be one more, which is going to be an output parameter, and it's going to be called MSG, a message, I guess. And I'm going to make that a varchar 200. All right. And so these declare some variables, and then this thing is going to be that, let's see. What happens if I say go? Oh, no, okay. I can make this smaller and smaller. Then I can make this bigger, I think. Okay. Okay. So the first thing I'm doing is initializing error to 0, and this is going to test to see if campus, if it's a valid campus. So it's got to read in. It's got to read from the campus's table. Okay. So it's going to be select, and I'm going to count up the number. It's going to just be either 0 or 1. Count up the number of records from campuses. No, not that one. This one. Where campus is equal to campus 1. Campus 1. That's this one right here. So, so if there is a campus called campus 1 in campuses, then this count is going to come back to be 1, and valid will be set equal to 1. And this says that if valid is equal to 0, then say that this is not a designated campus, and it sets the error code to 1, and then we're done. And I guess this is how we do it. We start the transaction, but we end it right away. I guess that's okay. There's probably a better way to do this, but okay. So so we start the transaction here. That's okay, and then we test to see if the error code is equal to 0. In other words, it's not equal to 1. In other words, there hasn't been an error yet. There hasn't been an error. There might not. And then so here we get cuisine 2 if place 1 is already in places. Okay, so here we're gonna ask. Select the cuisine from place cuisines that where place is equal to place one. So that's going to ask for, if place one is the place that came in, so it's either going to be blank, or it's going to be something. And you know, like the name of the place, like Himalayan Kitchen. And so if it returns something, then this is going to be the cuisine of that place. Otherwise, it's going to return null. It'll return nothing. So this will be null. Okay. So and we're going to check for that here. But before we do that, we're going to do another valid thing. We're going to make sure that the cuisine itself actually does exist. So it's going to be just like this, except for its cuisine. So we're checking to see if from cuisines, where cuisine equals cuisine one. Cuisine one. Confirm cuisine one valid. Valid if it exists. So here we're searching for the number of cuisines in the number of cuisines in the cuisines table where it's equal to that. So it should be 1 or 0. And so this says if it's not valid, it's not valid. It says the cuisine does not exist, or the cuisine if the cuisine is null, this means that the place did not define a cuisine, did not define the cuisine, and the cuisine that you're trying to give us, or that you're trying to add, is not valid. So the cuisine does not exist, or the cuisine does not exist, or it's not a valid cuisine. Okay. And that sets an error code. Otherwise, if this is not true, then if it is a valid cuisine, and the cuisine that returned is not null, in other words, the place is already in the place cuisines table, but the cuisine that you're saying that this place is not the cuisine that's indicated in the place cuisines table. In other words, if it says add Himalayan Kitchen as a burger place, or maybe as an Indian place or something, and it's classified as a Nepalese place, then the error message is the place that you're trying to insert in is not the cuisine that you say. It's actually a different cuisine. Okay, so that's that error message. That's error code number 3. If it's neither of these, then if it is valid and the cuisine is cuisine 2 is not null, so that means that it's valid, but it's valid, unable to insert place 1, cuisine 2 into. It's because valid. How would it be valid? Valid if it's null. Cuisine 2. I think that just means that the place is not in the place cuisines table, and but the cuisine is valid. Okay, the place, does the place have to be in the place cuisines? Oh, never mind. A statement goes here, and if that statement fails, then you want this to be the error message. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put the statement where we insert, because we have a new place. Cuisine is null. Okay, so so the cuisine is not in the cuisine table. So we want to insert this into the cuisine table. We want to, or into the place cuisines table, I guess. Oh, this just means it's not in the place cuisines table. The cuisine 2 is being null means it's not in the place cuisines table. Okay, so that's what we want to do. So I want to insert into a place cuisines, and we can do it this way: set place equals place 1, comma cuisine equals cuisine. Oh, it's valid because it's a valid cuisine. I see. Okay, good. Okay, so that's that. And so if this fails, then this is going to be the last message that was set. This is going to be the error message. Oops, what did I just do? Anyway, so it doesn't. Anyway, so I don't set message back to. Okay, I should. I suppose I should set message back to nothing. But anyway, I guess I don't need to. All right. So if any of these conditions occur, then something happens. If none of these conditions occur, then nothing happens. So we're done with this, and now we start again. Basically, if the error code is still 0, in other words, this error didn't occur and this error didn't occur. If it's still 0, then if cuisine 2 is null, then we set. Then I'm just going to set cuisine 2 equal to cuisine 1, and the only reason I'm doing that is it just makes the next select statement easier. And I guess what I'm searching for is I'm searching for select. This is where I search campus places. Search campus, search, select, select place from campus places where campus equals campus 1 and cuisine. Wait a second, I'm doing this wrong. Cuisine equals cuisine 2. And 2. And I'll explain what this should be. Place. Oh, campus. Oh, oh no. Oops. Campus places. I think I have natural join place cuisines. Okay, so cuisine 2 is the cuisine of the place that you're inserting. Cuisine 2 is the cuisine of the place that you're inserting. And now It's possible that cuisine 2 is null. In which case you would want to set cuisine 1 equal to cuisine 2. Now is cuisine, okay, it's possible if you, can you install, or can you insert, okay, I think, can you insert a campus? We're inserting in the campus places. Yeah, so you can insert a campus in a place if the place is already in there because it knows the cuisine. So it's possible that that the cuisine is null. If this cuisine comes in as blank, then cuisine 2 is going to be something. If they're both null, then there would have been an error. Okay, so anyway, what this does is this checks to see if the campus already has a place of that cuisine. So this is the case where you know, you're saying the favorite burger place for you know, for you know, Manoa is UHM is Teddy's Bigger Burgers or something, and you already, and let's say there already is a favorite hamburger place, you know, McDonald's Manoa Marketplace or something, and so that's in there. Then this would keep that from happening. What the error message would be is it would say McDonald's Manoa Marketplace is already the designated burger place for UH Manoa. Okay, so what you would have to do then is delete UH Manoa, or delete McDonald's Manoa Marketplace from the campus places, and then you could add Teddy's Bigger Burgers. Teddy's, yeah. So anyway, so if that happens, that's another little error. That's an error. So you want to roll back. Now it's actually debatable of whether you really want to whether you really need to roll back, but because the only thing that you could have done is you could have inserted Teddy's Bigger Burgers in as a burger place. So that is the thing that you may have done already up here, and then you hit this snag, and you want to roll back. You want to take back the fact that Teddy's was a burger place. Well, you know, I think you do want to take it back because it could be that you mislabeled Teddy's, you know. So anyway, so this would cause the rollback because it would cause an exception, and then the exception would appear would roll back. All right, so that takes care of that. Otherwise, if we get all the way to here and there's still no error, then we're going to try to add. We're going to try to add the place into campus places. So here it's going to be insert into campus places, set campus equals campus1, comma, place equals place1. And if it's successful, then this is the message. If this fails for some reason, then this was the last message. And a failure, of course, will cause an exception. And if we go up here. So anyway, so I typed everything in. I wonder if this is going to work. Oh, it took it. All right, well, it's 2:30. I guess I can test it this way. Let me go to SU20 go here, and it's Joe Schmo, and my password is July, is it 28, 2021, and it was this one. And I got all the points. All right. So anyway, that's the stored procedure assignment in chapter 7.
Thank you very much.
Hope that helps. Okay.
Yeah.
See you Friday. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks.